The Outlast Trials has just dropped, and it's not what I thought it was going to be. Let's talk about it. So, unless you've been living under a rock, The Outlast Trials has just dropped. In my personal opinion, there's some really good aspects to this game, and some not so good aspects to it. I want to get into it in this video, so I'm going to start off what I didn't like at the beginning, and then go through the positives and give my conclusion at the end. So yeah, the things I didn't like. First of all, I don't feel this is a single player experience. Let me explain. You can play this game single player, but in my personal opinion, it is incredibly frustrating and also really difficult. With the original games, there's difficulty options, ranging from easy to normal to hard. That way, if you're not exactly an avid gamer but you just want to enjoy the experience, you select easy, you cruise through, and you enjoy the story. Which, for a lot of people, that's how they want to experience their game. They don't want to challenge themselves to the point where they're putting in 40 or 50 hours to complete a game because of how hard it is. Now, might be a little bit of a shocker, The Outlast Trials doesn't do this. Single player is the expert mode. When I first started playing, I went single player because I tend to be a bit of a loner gamer.
I consider myself a bit of a loner.
I prefer playing it on my own and getting that feel myself. I obviously went into it thinking it was going to be like the previous games with the option of a multiplayer, but I was sadly mistaken. It took me about 90 minutes to get through the first mission, and realistically most of that I was spent hidden in a barrel, coming out for a few seconds and then going straight back into the same barrel. It gets frustrating. The last part of the police mission is crazy hard. The speed that weird electrified warden guy travels at is like Usain Bolt on cocaine. He just doesn't slow down.
Another one.
You encounter a psychopath so often and it's so pre-alerted that I feel like you become desensitized very quickly to the enemies in this game. Or at least that's what I felt. I wasn't particularly worried in playing this game. I wasn't scared. I wasn't anxious. When I got found, I was just more frustrated than anything else. So my next point is something I feel they really missed out on. I don't understand why they didn't do a local co-op.
Money!
This would have been a huge plus side. There hasn't been a good couch multiplayer game in such a long time. The last one I played was It Takes Two, and as much as I enjoyed that, it still wasn't the same as playing a scary horror game with one of your friends. On a more positive note, let's move into the things I like about this game. So the way the game is and the concept behind it, the fact that you join that facility and you're able to enter trials, which realistically, if you're doing with 4 other people, don't normally last more than 20 minutes, allows you to get short bursts of fun, which something you couldn't do in the previous game. Obviously, you play through the linear experience in the previous ones, and that's it. Realistically, there's not too much replayability. With these games, you're able to do the same mission over and over, and due to an alphabetic rating system, it gives you a reason to go back and try and better your time and score from the previous challenge. I love replayability in a game. It makes the bang for buck real worth it in this one. Not to mention, the level designs are really good. They're fun, they're interesting, there's a load of shortcuts, and even if you play through it 5 times, you normally find something new each time you play it. My next point is about the multiplayer aspect. The idea you're able to split up and play with either 2, 3, or 4 people in your group, I think is a really good idea, and I also think that this will provide a lot of longevity in this game. Not to harp on it too much, I think they really should have put a local co-op in, but the online play is still really solid. So the last point I want to touch on is the overall look of the game. This game is grimy and disgusting in the best possible way. It keeps that Outlast feel. The different maps are very interesting, they vary a lot, and I like the different amount of tasks you have in each one to do. And I feel like there's always something new to see on each map and each playthrough of each one. That was a lot of eaches, too many. So yeah, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Were you expecting the game to be like this? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe for more Outlast content, and I'll see you in the next one.